who kept the faith, who believed in the cause. The BNF is our home in every respect. And so I acknowledge the structures of the organization and the membership. Let me acknowledge our partners in the coalition, the Umbrella for Democratic Change, the Botswana People's Party, an integral member of the coalition and a dependable ally of the Botswana National Front. Their rallying cry is land, the land question. The Botswana People's Party wants to see land restored to our people, control and ownership vesting in the people of this country. And if we ever forget and or stray from this focus, the Botswana People's Party is there in the coalition to serve as our compass and conscience. They will prick our consciences if we fail to address the land question. So we thank the Botswana People's Party for the role that they play in the Umbrella for Democratic Change. We have the Alliance for Progressives. You know that they broke away from the Botswana Democratic Party in the shape and form of the Botswana Movement for Democracy then. They faced challenges in the political space, challenges they were not used to because they were new in the opposition ranks. They navigated those challenges. We assisted them as best we could, but we could not avert the split of the Botswana Movement for Democracy and the formation of the Alliance for Progressives, led by Comrade Daba, Nkosinat Kaulap. Circumstances conspired to drive a wedge between the Umbrella for Democratic Change and the Alliance for Progressives. Fierce and acrimonious exchanges took place, mainly between you, the members of the Botswana National Front, and members of the Alliance for Progressives. You were defending your turf, you were defending your organization, and they were defending theirs. But the lessons of history were not lost on all of us. And at a certain point, leaders of courage, leaders of intelligence and vision had to step up in order to step back and reflect on these acrimonies, these divergences and differences of views and perspectives on issues. And we had to ask whether what divided us was stronger than what could unite us. We reflected long and hard, and we came to the inescapable conclusion that what united us trumped what divided us. And so the Alliance for Progressives is now a proud member of the umbrella for democratic change. And sits in the front lines of this struggle. They remind us always when we see them what Mahatma Gandhi told us. Forgiveness is not for the weak. Forgiveness is not for the weak. We thank the Alliance for Progressives, Botswana National Front, Botswana People's Party, Alliance for Progressives. What does this threesome represent? It represents the very essence of what the Botswana National Front is about. And so for those who don't know and appreciate, the umbrella for democratic change is the Botswana National Front writ large. I want to make this point forcefully, not just as an intellectual platitude, but as a practical, political reality and aspect of our strategy going forward. The umbrella for democratic change is the Botswana National Front writ large. And the umbrella for democratic change does not represent the habitual march to a single drum. It's a symphony. Different voices, different views, different perspectives coming together and bouncing off each other. They extend beyond merely being a cacophony of voices. The umbrella for democratic change, the umbrella for democratic change is a polyphony. It's a blend of voices, views, and viewpoints. That is what it is. I know some amongst us in the Botswana National Front maintain that we are a socialist organization. No, we are not. And we've never been, by the way. The Constitution of the Botswana National Front tells us that the policies are social democracy. Social democracy, as you all may know, is a compromise of the 19th century. A compromise. It is not a blueprint. It is a pathway. And so others think that the Botswana National Front holds some magic wand or magic formula by which society is to be governed. No, the Botswana National Front does not lay any pretensions to having any blueprint or magic wand or any formula. No, we don't have any formula. We bounce our head together, we come together as we have done here to reflect on the next steps, the adjacent, proximate steps and possibilities for the cause. This we must understand, so that we don't go out there and claim any superiority to anybody, much less to our partners within the coalition. We must always be humble, humility. I wanted to reflect briefly on the coalition. But this coalition is broader than just these three parties. It includes those others, the unnumbered throng in our society, who may not associate themselves with any political formation as such, but who are political animals themselves. All organizations, including religious organizations, all of them belong to the umbrella for democratic change. Every single person, including the trade union movement, which is, when properly organized, the headquarters of civil society, they belong in the umbrella for democratic change, much as they may deny. It's a reality that no one can escape. That is why the umbrella for democratic change is a polyphony. It's a synthesis, brings everybody together. And when we come together in this way, we must remember one thing. We are pretty much like the proverbial unhappy couple. We cannot live together, yet we cannot live apart. We must make it work. Conflictual as this union is, we must make it work. Not for ourselves alone, but for the whole of our society. We will differ, we will argue, and we will quarrel. But at all times when we do, my plea to you is always mediate your differences with civility and respect. Always. I always say, you must have what I call hermeneutic humility. Hermeneutic humility. You must know that the views that you hold so dearly to, that you believe are gospel, that you think are sacrosanct, are impregnable, are unchallengeable, they are ultimately revisable. And so when you champion these views, you must have the humility to listen to other views different from your own, critical of you and your own views. You must have the hermeneutic humility to listen. And that's what the umbrella for democratic change teaches us, all of us. Those formally within and those without. And the animating emotion in this whole engagement is love. Love of country, love of our people, love. James Baldwin says in The Fire Next Time, love. So desperately sought and so cunningly avoided. Love. It's important to appreciate these. We must not love ourselves more than we love all of us. And our love of self must be a projection of our love for the collective, for all of us. That's hermeneutic humility. Not just crude intellectualization, practical, wrestling with reality, praxis. That's what sociologists call it, praxis. I have acknowledged the partners in the coalition. And while